If you're still struggling to run a successful business in 2025 with all the AI and tools that are available right now on the market, it's probably because you don't know three main things that other businesses are implementing that you still just don't have the information on. You need to generate impressions, you need to create a list of leads, and you need to continue retargeting that list of leads over and over. That's all. With all the tech, with all the tools, with all the AI that's available within the market right now, there's no reason that you should be struggling to do this. And if you are, it's just because you don't have the connections or the information that you need in order to get where it is that you're looking to go. It's very simple, really. All that we need to do is generate impressions. So how can we go about generating impressions? I like to give the example here of we're not just looking to quickly have a Twitter post blow up or have a YouTube video blow up. Of course, that would be a perfect world ideal scenario, but 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen. So how do you actually stay within the game? You play the long game. What's the long game? I like to give examples with Apple, Samsung, right? I usually say, okay, so what kind of phone do you have? Whether you have an iPhone or a Samsung phone, the reality is you may have a product of the other company within your home. Not only that, but on the Super Bowl, at the mall, on the TV, when you're watching social media, when you're watching YouTube videos, Samsung, Apple are going to be marketing to you. They're playing the long game. They understand that as long as they continue coming out with new products and services and they keep you on their list, you're eventually going to buy something. Chances are you might have an iPhone and you might have a Samsung TV in your living room. I've had people tell me that exact experience before. And so what can we learn from this? When it comes down to it, what do these businesses specialize in? Well, they want to figure out first, how can they go about capturing your attention? Whether it's through a sale or a lead magnet, which is an exchange of value that I can give you for your information, right? Whether it's through a sale or through a lead magnet, what they're looking to do, first step number one, is obtain your information. That's more valuable to them, in fact, than selling you a product. Because if they sell you a product, sure, they close the sale, they generated some money, but at the end of the day, the list, having you on a list is far more powerful, because how much are you worth over the long term if we capture all of your data? Now, obviously, these companies have this mastered at this point. Any Apple or Samsung product you purchase, they're going to get your phone and your email. You're not getting around that. But are you doing that within your business? Are you capturing data at every given point? Are you doing something more than just offering discounts, the best service, and 5-star reviews? What sets you apart from your competition? What is it that people look to you and they say, okay, clearly we have to go with this company over every other? Be transparent with your clients. People want to know exactly what it is that they're looking into. They already know what they're going to look into. They're looking on Reddit before they show up to the store. They're looking on Reddit before they jump on a call with you. Whatever your business model, however you interact with clients is, they're doing the research and they're finding out things about you before they come in. They have a preconceived notion about you. So let's say now you're in the market, your form of advertising or marketing is, we have the best prices. We have the best offer. What are you going to attract? You're going to attract people who are looking for the cheapest possible deal. And that might not be what you're looking for within your business. That's not really scalable, because you want people who are people of value, that bring their friends and family, that bring people along, and by influence, you get more sales into your business because of that. And so how can we go about generating impressions in 2025? Let's backtrack a little bit first. You got that product. You're making sales, money's coming in, but you want to grow, you want to scale. What is it that's holding you back, right? Sometimes, and most times, you're probably stuck in the operation of the business. If you're attached to the end product, if you're a part of the delivery of the service, you need to find a way to get yourself out of that. It's about working on the business, not in the business. I'm sure you've heard this. What happens? A lot of business owners are getting stuck on, we need to perfect the product, we need to get more sales, we need to perfect the product, we need to come through for the client, we need to make it happen. What we realize is, yes, of course, that's a huge essential part of the business. However, you need to get out of there as soon as possible. Otherwise, it's a hobby. You're just, it's a side hustle. You're just a glorified freelancer. You haven't run a business until you have a team or a process or a machine or an automation or a system that creates your product or your service for you, that offers your product or your service for you, which then puts you in a position to be able to go and find clients for the actual business to get the income that it needs in order to grow those teams, grow those automations, grow those systems. So your step one goal is get something that's replicable, that generates money, that you can disassociate from and go figure out ways to go get clients. So let's say you've figured that out. And if you haven't, 9 times out of 10, it's probably because you need systems. For that, check out the Q-Wave Labs quiz. It tells you exactly what it is you need to do. It tells you how ahead or behind you are as far as AI readiness. In general, it's more about systems though. It gives you a general understanding of what do I need to implement in my business to have it run and self-sustain so that I can go on and do other things and focus on growing my actual business. So the link to the quiz will be in the description. It'll also be popping up here if I'm able to set that up. Nonetheless, make sure you take that quiz if you still haven't figured that part out, because we can greatly help you with that through the power of AI and automation. But most importantly, before that, it's first identifying, okay, where are you at within your business realistically at every level, not just systems, but financially. How many sales do you have coming in? How many people in the pipeline? Where are we at with everything so that we can help you decipher where to and where not to invest right now when it comes to AI and systems? Because there's a lot of guys out me like they're preaching that you need this or that, and they're just trying to force the sale, exactly like I'm saying, the car sale. Jump in the car, drive it, you're gonna love it. You don't need an appointment setter if nobody calls your fucking office. What we need to do, so once we have that process automated, you can speak with our team, we'll help you with that. Once we have that process automated, then the next step, and the very clear and obvious step, is we need more impressions. We need to go out there and get more sales, right? So how do we go about generating more sales? Well, we can start running social media. We can start posting Facebook ads. We can set up Google pay-per-click. We can start going on the newspaper, on TV commercials, on YouTube ads. There's so many different channels that you can go through. We can start running cold email campaigns. We can start running mass SMS campaigns. We can start running mass WhatsApp campaigns, mass phone call campaigns. The possibilities here are endless. So where do we go? And which one is the right one? There's no clear answer. All of them are the right one. Does Apple or Samsung limit themselves to the number of channels that they advertise across? Of course not. Yeah, but Apple has way more money than I do. Yeah, fuck yeah, they do. But it's 2025. There's systems, there's AI. You can automate most of this shit. You can't run that excuse anymore. I don't want to hear it. What you need to understand is now you can set up all of the content creation, all of the content posting, all of the social media brand identity stuff. A lot of that can either be automated or delegated at a very low cost. And if you're not, it's because, again, you don't have the right connections, you're not speaking with the right people, and you need to book a call with us so that we can get you situated and help you actually grow your business. Now, only come to us if you, like I said, you already have a business, you already have a product, you already have sales. We're not, this isn't a charity. Now, we have a community for that where you can go and educate yourself and learn. But if you're gonna jump on a call with us, you better make sure it's worth both of our times. What do we need to do in order to generate those impressions? Well, your social media should be a default. That should be running automatically. Your ad posting should be running automatically. On Facebook, all day. You should have a Google My Business profile. You should have some Google ads going if you're a local business. You should start focusing on SEO. And not just SEO, but I don't know what they're calling it, GEO, I think, GPTEO, where you want AI models to start referencing your business. So start studying and learning how you can go about GPT offering your business as the solution for plumbing or for electrician services, whatever it is. And if you're not doing that, then it's because you don't have the time to do that, because you're stuck in the operation and you need to figure out how to get out of that. So impressions, how do we get impressions? Sure, oh, but I run word of mouth. All my business comes from word of mouth. Well, that's fantastic. If you already have business coming in from word of mouth, now you're gonna double the amount of business, because once you start getting traffic from the outside through ads, through social media, through these other channels, and you start generating sales there, they're gonna start referring you also, and that's gonna be more word of mouth for your already existing word of mouth. So it's not an excuse that, oh no, it's comfortable here. Unless you're looking to preserve. You don't wanna scale your business. You just wanna keep the money in-house, you don't wanna grow. That's respectable. But don't lie to yourself and tell yourself you wanna grow your business and then you're not willing to experiment with other channels. Especially when 99% of the time, the problem that I see business owners are having is a consistency problem. The content they post is good. They find a decent enough team, but they don't stick with it. These social media is passive. That's a long-term strategy. But eventually, once that starts coming in, social media alone would the traffic, the sales you would generate from social media alone will be 10x whatever sales you generate today, if you consistently post for 2 or 3 years. But I'm not telling you to post physically, Gary Vee style no. Just automate the fucking thing. Find an agency, speak with us, find a team, learn yourself. It's simple. So number one, impressions. How can we go about automating a system that's going to get people to look at my stuff across multiple different channels, like ads, like Google, like social media, all these different channels? The more, the better. We have impressions. Where's the next step that businesses fuck up super hard? They run ads, they run traffic, they run social media, but it's all 15% off. Contact us today. Call us now. We have the best prices. Visit us today. Visit us now. Contact us for any of your needs. Visit our website. You go to the website. It's just a fucking form to leave your information so they can call you whenever they want to. Why is that every default website? Everybody's website is just a fucking contact form and you wait for people to reply. Set up a calendar, set up something interactive, give me something of value so that I can actually be like, damn, let me give these guys my details and I want to give them my business. That's where we're fucking up. And so lead magnets. What are lead magnets? Things that you can give in exchange for information. In the start, people were doing, get the free guide, get this free guide, get that free guide. That's bullshit. We're not setting up guides. We're setting up calculators, estimators. So within taxes, we'll set up an estimator that tells you how much you're going to owe to the IRS. And we'll build that for the business with their logo, with their information. It's an estimate, of course. All the proper legalities. We help them scope everything out to make sure that whatever we set up is legal and does not put them in any sort of situation. And so then when they deploy this tool, now there's people that can go in. I don't have to talk to an accountant. I don't have to speak with anybody. I can just fill out this information real quick and get an estimate right then and there. I'll give my information for that. And so what you do is before you provide the value, you set up a quick lead form where people have to leave you their data. Roofing business, AI roofing estimator. You can know how much it's going to cost to replace your roof before you even give us a call. Just visit our website. Electrician, what kind of service are you looking for? This is more or less what our estimate would be. Feel free to call us at this number if you're ready, but you gave me your data. What I'm looking for is to capture your information so that with that information now, I can start informing you of, hey, we're doing this service in your area at this low cost. Hey, we're doing this weekend. Hey, we wanted to share a testimonial from John who had a great experience with us. We wanted to share this piece of information with you. We want to share value with you. And occasionally, only occasionally, give, ask. On the third give, you ask, by the way, if you're ready to take the next step, or if you have any friends that need help with this, feel free to reach out. This is our phone number. John from the office would love to help you. Your job becomes give, ask, give, ask, give. That's all you have to do. Create new lead magnets, create new pieces of valuable information that you can give up front in exchange for people's information. You reutilize that to give that to your already existing list, and you also use it to build your list even bigger. And once you keep growing that list compounds over time. And now you're no longer just marketing to the people that you have on social media, to the people you have on Facebook ads. You're getting impressions now from the same people who already showed an interest in what it is that you do. Once again, Apple or Samsung. They continue retargeting you. And that's exactly what you need to be doing, regardless of the industry that you're in. I do not want to hear it. I don't care what industry you're in. This is exactly what you need to be doing. Even if you're in the most, you work on oil rigs and you're like a machine specialist of some kind. And your job as a business is to sell to machine specialists that work on oil rigs. It's the same concept. It's just there's way less people that are going to click through on your ads, way less people that are going to use your calculators, your estimators, your lead magnets. It's normal. But nonetheless, that's how you dominate in that market. And once you start building that list of all those people and you start being able to retarget them, that's exactly how you grow a business. And so it's all about data. That's why the biggest acquisitions in the world right now are happening over data. I just want your list of clients so that I can retarget them because it's a money machine. It's inevitable. And back to it. Social media works. Cold email marketing works. Mass phone calls works. Mass WhatsApp, mass SMS, all of it works. But as you grow that list, Because when you're first starting out, you're just running ads, you're contacting people that you don't know. They're not your ICP. It's just Facebook displaying your ad to random people. And only a few certain number of people are actually going to click through and leave their information. Now, you better make sure that when they leave their information, it's for a cause, it's for a reason. It's not because you had the best price. It's not because of this or that. That works. And if it's working for you, by all means, keep doing it. Don't change anything. Don't listen to anything I said. I'm giving you the sauce. I'm giving you the game that you need to understand in order to actually be able to grow that business. The third one, it's all, the money is in the follow-up, the money is in the follow-up, the money is in the follow-up. So you get impressions, you create a lead list, and then you follow up with that list. I already kind of went into it anyways. All you need to do is continue to retarget that audience with your new products, your new services, your new lead magnets, and eventually they'll come around. It's the long-term play of business. There's no get-rich-quick scheme. You might have a social media post that goes viral, an ad that does really well. That'll be a huge influx of money for your business. But in the grand scheme, if you were running your business for 100 years and you had a legacy business that's going to carry over for generations, that should be one small little hiccup, one little boost of money over the years, not the all being life-changing moment. $10 million goes by real quick when you're running a business. You need to make sure you make $10 million this year, next year, next year, next year, next year. That should be your goal, not one. So stop running your business looking for that. Who's that marketing agency that's going to help me make my video go viral and make me a millionaire overnight? It's not going to happen. You need to diversify. You need to be consistent. And you need to keep creating valuable lead magnets and services and products that people actually show interest in and will eventually purchase from you. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you had any questions, any comments, I would love to chat with you down below. Just make sure to drop something. We'll have a conversation about it. It'd be great. Also, the link that I told you about for the Q-Wave quiz, if you want to take the quiz to see where you stand, if your business is struggling to keep up with the times right now in 2025, or if you're all caught up and good to go, highly recommend you take the Q-Wave quiz. It's qwavelabs.io/quiz. Let us know your results on there. If you want to comment them and kind of discuss that and say, hey, here's where I'm at, here's what I'm seeing, and have a little bit of back and forth with our community so we can give you some insights and some help. We'd love to do it. I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.